copper tone. Faith reminds us that we shine like gold, so shine on and hold your head up to the sky. The stars are just an extension of us, stardust that lines our souls. You need love, place yourself in heaven's arms and hold love and hold love and
wonderful experiences and unforgettable moments. I am blessed beyond belief. I operate from a deep understanding of love and have the utmost faith in love.
What's up, fam? Okay, so I gave a prophecy because I had a vision. I was having this vision for a few years now in human time, like for years. I was having this vision of a portal opening up. And so it started becoming so clear that I decided to record a video of me telling the prophecy. And I posted it on Instagram. And the prophecy was something along the lines of, there is a portal that is going to open up. Take the word portal how it resonates. Take the word open up as it resonates. But there is a portal that is going to open up. And when Stranger Things Season 5 drops on Netflix, that is when the portal will open. And the prophecy was that when Beyond the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales' third and final movie drops, that's when the portal will close. In between those two releases this year, we will also be getting Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie in between, which will be like the halfway mark when that movie drops. All three of these pieces, while being highly anticipated, also all involve portals. Stranger Things is all about some bad guy trying to open up gates in order to merge worlds. Miles Morales, his whole movie is about him and other Spider-Men meeting each other by using technology, these watches that they use to create portals. Ultimately, to fight, once again, a bad guy who is using portals and to do wild stuff. And then there is Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie, where we left off with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He had just broken, he had just erased everyone's memories to make them forget that he literally broke a hole between dimensions, to the extent that other Spider-Men from other movies that we've seen and love were able to talk to him and share an adventure. And that all of this is a sign that we are moving into a state of multi-dimensional interconnectivity, communication across worlds via consciousness itself, I would think, or something like that. So that was the prophecy, that there's a portal that will open up. While the portal is open, I said that things will be weird. I'm not sure exactly what happens exactly, but it just feels like, for one, art will change as we know it. Like our very idea of art will change. So these may be some of the last movies and TV shows we find ourselves looking forward to anyway, because art is about to change, because the portal is open. Take it how it resonates. I'm just a messenger, bro. And then also that we might start meeting different people, or maybe that we're always here but are ready to show themselves or something. Or we might even realize that there is a version of us in every dimension or something like that, and it becomes very obvious or something like that. It's something like that, you know? It's hard to say exactly what the portal is gonna do or doing. It's open now, but what it's doing, because we've never quite seen anything like this before. So the reason it feels to me that prophecy that I foretold way before Stranger Things 5 even dropped is coming true is because the signs are adding up. First of all, the day after I dropped the video on Instagram telling this prophecy, a crossover happened between these two worlds, between Miles Morales, Spider-Man whole universe, that whole thing, and Stranger Things, because Sadie Sink, who plays Max in Stranger Things, was cast as some secret character in the upcoming Tom Holland Spider-Man, which means that as soon as I dropped that video, there was a confirmation right away. The next day, Sadie Sink was announced. It started going viral. Sadie Sink was announced the next day after I dropped it, that she was for sure 100% cast in the new Spider-Man. So those worlds collided just with that announcement, but it's happening more and more. First of all, Stranger Things fans are so disappointed with the ending of Stranger Things, me included, because it was one of my favorite shows, but the way it was handled in the last season just was, it feels careless almost. So many Stranger Things fans were so convinced that it was so bad because it was meant to be, that the Duffers were hiding a secret episode or something like that, the writers of the show. People were so sure that the writing was so bad because a secret episode was coming. So I just watched Stranger Things fans spend the last 7 days knee deep, waist deep in this conspiracy theory that there's a new episode coming, and given all these reasons why it must be happening. And people saying that, so there was that. So it was supposed to drop yesterday. It didn't drop. So now everybody knows that the ending just sucked. And it's going to do something. It's teaching us how much people care about our stories. Like there's a reason for this. You feel me? Also, another crossover just happened. It hasn't been officially announced yet, but Caleb McLaughlin, who plays Lucas in Stranger Things, has started coming out with a bunch of videos of him doing flips and collabing with other people who do like flips and stuff like that. And he's been the fan favorite for a while to be cast as Miles Morales in the live action, in whatever form Miles Morales is presented to the MCU. So it's looking like Caleb, another Stranger Things actor, may be playing a role in Spider-Man. Again, I'm also sure that whoever is cast as, I've never told nobody this, but it feels like it's time to say it. I feel that whoever is cast as Miles Morales, whoever the world ends up seeing as Miles, and will be Miles. Like, he will be Miles. Whoever that is, that will be. That's why the portal will close after, because there won't be a need for it. It'll have happened. Like, the dimensions will be connected. Harmonic convergence will have happened once we know who Miles is. Because that actor, no matter what their name is in this reality, once they are cast as Miles, or once the world kind of accepts them as Miles, he becomes the anomaly of the Spider-Man story, the most recent incarnation of Anansi, the Spider God. Yep, and then the portal will close, and then the world will be very, very different. So that's the updated prophecy. I just shared it here for the first time. I never told nobody that much of it, because I don't care, because I'm so sure it's going to happen. I just be like, usually when I know something's going to happen, I just kind of wait to watch it. But this one feels, I'm like, why not take this ride together? Especially now that all these like hints are starting to pop up that it's happening, yo. The portal is open though. Now that Stranger Things is officially finished, the portal is officially open. And we're going to start seeing what that means. Yo, Scarf Sway, I'm feeling very good, yo. I feel very good. Very, very good these days right now. How about you? How you doing? For real, for real. How you really feeling? What y'all think? What y'all think about that prophecy? Does it resonate? Does it line up with any prophecies you guys have had, or any visions that you guys have, or feelings that y'all have about what's to come? I'm gonna post this video too. I'm gonna post a part of it with the prophecy. I'm gonna post it up. I kind of do want to use my Stranger Things tarot deck to do a general reading. Just like a general reading for the collective, just to see how the vibes are. What's going on? Where we at? How we looking right now? But I'm gonna finish smoking first and talk to y'all. What's up? What's up? What's on y'all mind? I'm glad, my friend. I'll turn it up. Blessings on blessings on blessings, of course. Anything else is really just noise. Oh, hold up. Resonates like home, to be honest. There's so much chaos happening in the blink of an eye, even stuff that's being done in the shadows. Facts, bro. Let my puts drop. What's your name, yo? But you said, yeah, it's crazy. I feel that. Yo, Goku, I didn't know you were still here, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, you feel me, bro? Yes. Things are happening. I feel like me and Goku here too are both like proof that the dimensions are coming together. Like, but maybe it's not how we think. Like, maybe it doesn't look like aliens showing up. Maybe it looks like us realizing that we are them. Like, we are what was coming. To be aware of who we are in every reality is like what was coming. You feel me? What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Hey, I appreciate you, God. I'm honored. Justin, nice to meet you. Live the way you see fit. I've been thinking, is the upside down is more than a world that's inside a world? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, what they did with it, they ended up making it a wormhole in Stranger Things. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. A wormhole is physical, so I get it. Hey, you see fit and everything beneath there, you leave it, you let it go. You said, what's tearing you apart? What's tearing you apart? Yeah, I'm gonna do a reading. I'm not gonna rush it though. I used to be... What? This isn't... Why am I getting a message that I've reached my limit for copyrighted music? When this music was written by my friends. That's so aggy. I played this to avoid that problem. I've been having ascension symptoms lately. Like what? Like what, Goku? Smoke got in your eye, Dre? Yo, I hate that. Yo, Razdra, I knew you was going to respond. Yo, what's your name? What's your name again, my friend? I knew you were about to... I had a feeling you was going to comment. I'm so glad you did. How's it a wormhole if they can come and go as they please? Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. To those who give their right to be kind and fine. If they don't want to play fair, then we'll take our dreams elsewhere. Cause heaven's peace is right here. And shit, I know God to play fair. And with the road you choose, your life will pay the fare. The clock is with you, so don't be so rude that you don't see the light in you, that you don't see the God in you. I hope that you shine for you, and I hope that you shine for you. I hope that you thrive for you, and I hope that you thrive for you. Oh, this music is so good. I've been craving like deeper, more spiritual lyrics, yo. I've been craving it. He said, and to those who give their right to be kind, fine. If they don't want to play fair, then we'll take our dreams elsewhere. Because heaven's peace is right here. And shit, I know God to play fair. And with the road you choose, your life will pay the fare. And then it's something. So if you the clock is with you, so don't be so rude that you don't see the light in you, that you don't see the God in you. I hope that you shine for you. And I hope that you shine for you. I hope that you thrive for you. And I hope that you thrive for you. That's, lyrics. So you'll have to go to YouTube to find this. This is like, my friends made this music. So, if you look up Orange Silhouette by the Cyclops Twins, all of the songs from their albums will pop up on YouTube. I'm about to start like promoting that music heavy because it's the most godly music I know. And I'm going to use a lot of their songs as like my intros on YouTube now that I'm about to start getting it popping on YouTube. Hey, likewise, my friend Divine Raising. What's your name, my friend? My pleasure. Please impress, yes. With our blessings, don't never for attention. You see. Approval is not the mission. Who will we be?
We are the copper toes that be shining down and getting to the throne.
What did I dream last night? Oh, thank you. What a great question. That's what I'm looking for. Y'all, I be trying to talk to y'all, but I feel like it just be me talking. What's up? I'm here. Like, ask me some questions. This the time, ain't it? Feel free. You ain't got to say nothing. We could just vibe and listen to the music, but feel free. What did I dream about last night, bro? Okay, so honestly, I couldn't tell you all the details. But my dreams are getting very, very visceral, especially because I saw a video yesterday from this lady that said she was from the Galactic Federation on YouTube and that she had a message for me. If you see this message is for you. We've all seen those videos like that, and it can feel hokey, but also literally you're seeing it. Like of all the things you could be doing, you're seeing that video. Everything happens for a reason. So it just was hitting the spot. I'm trying to figure, Dre, this is going to be so good. You asked at the perfect time because I was wondering if I should ask you guys a question that I've been thinking of asking, but I've never asked it, so I just have to find a way to phrase it. So, you know what? I'll start by answering, what do I remember the most? I just think I'm about to start training in my dreams, I think, and communicating with other people that dream lucidly. And I don't remember exactly what my adventures were. I just know that I dreamt all night. Like they were clear, crisp, visceral, lucid dreams. Like I was there handling business, you know? So I'm trying to figure out how to say it, bro. So, okay, synchronicities. Let's start there. You guys know what when I say synchronicity, you know what I mean by that? The idea of like, how do I even explain synchronicity? That's funny. We all know what it means, but let's break it down. What I'm trying to figure out is if while you guys are watching me, if you're experiencing synchronicities. Like maybe if at the time I grab a mug randomly out of nowhere, it also perfectly aligns with something. Like it's an obvious sign, like, oh my gosh, that mug, why would he grab that right now? Duh, or something like that. You feel me? Do you feel what I'm saying? Or like maybe did I go live to spark up while you were already sparked up? Or just sparking up? Or you feel what I'm saying? Do you, yes, y'all saying yeah, right? Like, do y'all experience? Yeah. So I was watching this video yesterday of this lady. And as she was talking, it's like she was literally talking to me, but not how to say it, man. Because to an ignorant person, that will sound narcissistic, but no, it's the exact opposite. It's real empathy, telepathy, multidimensional communication, I feel like. I almost, even though how to say it? even though this maybe isn't the case, I wouldn't be surprised if that lady, how to say it, is telepathic enough to know that I was watching or was gonna watch, or how to say this, yo. Oh man, I never talked about it. That's why it's hard to find words for it. She would say and do things that were so obviously, oh my gosh, but how to say it? Like, yes, it felt like she was talking to me, but also telepathically talking to me. Like in moments where I would kind of zone out from the video to process what she said and reflect upon it in my own life. And then maybe it would make me think of a person, and that person wears the color purple a lot. And so the next time I hear her talk, she's mentioning the color purple. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, well, it's so hard to explain because it's like God language. That's what I call it. It's like angel language or God language. It's the idea that reality it has a script. There's a script we're all using. And as natural as all this feels and whatever, there are lines that are our lines that are meant for us. But we stylize how we deliver it once the moment comes to deliver it, you know? Or something like that. But that people who are very aware of the script, maybe people who have been playing this game a long time, many lives before, have played many rounds of it, are very familiar with it, the pro players of this game, so to speak, maybe have a way of using their dialogue, their, to get other messages across, like there's a script, but if you can read between the lines, also sometimes people are saying something in the background too. How to say it, bro? Like, I have to get better at explaining this, yo. It's so hard, but I think it's supposed to be. I think it's how the angels or aliens or whatever you want to call them, Anunnaki, Galactic Federation, whatever, which really is, we're going to find out it was us, but we were asleep. It's us awoke, is that. That arrival or whatever. Oh, that just reminded me something she was talking about, the silent arrival. Yes, that was like a literal direct synchronicity to the idea that I always had. Dang, bro. I'm being very transparent with y'all. Like, I'm in a stream of consciousness. So if the thoughts are coming out a little choppy, it's because I'm keeping it real with y'all. I don't have all the answers right now. I'm not trying to express any kind of answers. I'm expressing I ain't got the answers, you know, all the way. But I have these experiences of like synchronicity where like the video, maybe I should just play it so I can give y'all a sense of like what, maybe it'll just be easier if I just play her video. All right. Why not? Why not, right? Don't you be wasting all your money on syrup and honey, because I don't want to be too loud because my mom is sleeping. I'm sweet enough. I'm just filling up space as I look for this video. And don't you, there it is, be using every minute, making a living, because, all right, okay. I found it.
Family of light, this is Aurora Ray transmitting on behalf of the Galactic Federation of Worlds with what the High Council has just classified as a Tier 1 contact alert for the year 2026.
Okay, now let me give y'all the first little synchronicity that I noticed. I just looked down, and the Stranger Things deck that I said earlier that I kind of want to do a general reading from to get a better sense of that portal I was talking about, or just what's going on with us collectively in general. And a bunch of cards came out, flip face down, for me to pull with y'all. I'm not going to read them yet, but already it just feels like I'm getting into a flow. As soon as I started the video, you know?
For the past 9 months, the Council has been running continuous quantum simulations, and their conclusion is unlike anything they've authorized me to share before. The Federation has confirmed that 2026 marks the official initiation of Phase 1 first contact with Earth. But not the way your movies taught you. There will be no ships hovering over cities, no government.
So, she said that first contact is going to happen in 2026. And the first thing I thought is, when I watched it the first time, the first thing I thought was something along the lines of, but it's not going to look how they think. It's going to look like we're all a galactic family that was asleep for a while and we're going to wake up or something like that. That's what I was thinking in my head. So I was about to click off the video, and then instantly, before I even could click off, she says, but not how you think. That arrival is not going to look how you think. She calls it a silent arrival. You feel me? It does help. Yes, it does. I mean, people say that, you know, it's a good vibe when it's 3 a.m. So embrace the magic, I guess I say. I mean, if it works for you, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, hold up. So y'all can hear her, right?
The Federation has confirmed that 2026.
I'm gonna get into these comments in a little bit too. As soon as I finish explaining like where my head is at.
First contact with Earth. But not the way your movies taught you.
Not the way your movies taught you, she said.
No ships hovering over.
No ships hovering over.
No governments making public.
No governments making public announcements.
Worldwide broadcasts. Phase 1 is what they call the silent arrival.
The silent arrival.
Contact that begins inside consciousness.
Contact that begins inside consciousness. Have you ever been walking up the street and somebody else is walking up the street toward you and they're with a kid, and that kid looks at you and smiles as if they know something and you know something, even if it's beyond words? Do y'all get what I'm saying? It's like a, yeah, I get it. I'm still, you feel me? Or something, even if it's not a kid, but with anyone, these moments of like, I recognize you, or I recognize this, or there's something to it. Like, I think we take it for granted. People call it deja vu, but me and my friends don't even use that word anymore. One, because we heard that it throws off your foresight. That it's not a good word. That deja vu, the experience that you're having of that interconnected, collective consciousness sort of telepathic moment of being able to read the script and read between the lines of the script. Sometimes it gets cut off when you say deja vu. It seems like me and my friends just don't use it no more. Because we like to be in it when it's happening. And sometimes just to be like, oh, this is happening. Or like it's kind of like throws it off, you feel me? Or something like that. But that feeling, we all know it and are so familiar with it. And I think we have taken it, like we've taken it too lightly. I think part of the portal is that we're going to realize what that is about. That sensation, that experience. We're going to realize what it literally is. Like, not what it maybe is, like what it is. Why do it feel like these kids know me already, or like they know, or like we, you know? Some people maybe don't have any followers yet on social media, but they themselves know for a fact, they feel it, that they are maybe like famous on a cosmic level, Or maybe when we're all like really collectively in sync, in tune, that harmonic convergence, we're all famous because we're all family and we all kind of know each other or something. Like there's something to it. I also think that there's, in the same way that we watched Stranger Things, a TV show about a bunch of two-dimensional characters opening portals to other worlds, that there are four-dimensional characters that watch that watch us and what our creator created in the 3D. And I feel like that's why sometimes, even when, no matter how alone you feel, there's always that feeling that there's a divine audience. Like there's somebody behind the camera rooting you on. Like, come on. Think about it. Think about the moments where you are the closest to your favorite TV show character, your favorite two-dimensional character. Just because they're 2D and you're 3D doesn't make them less real than you. Think about the moments where you're closest to them. Sometimes it's the moments where they feel like ain't nobody there. Oh, I remember Harry Potter in the Order of the Phoenix. Harry Potter felt so lonely and I just wanted to hug him and be like, bro, I'm here. Like, you are not alone. But I'm in a whole different dimension. He can't even know it, that I'm watching or care. But I think that now something about the portal is that we'll get to know that. We'll get to know that we are all the main character of our movie, and all these movies interconnect via Earth, bro. Every reality seems to kind of meet up here if we let it. In the form of us. In a way, it seems like my favorite thing about, and why I'm sure that it's such a big part of the portal, my favorite thing about Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and the third one coming out is Beyond the Spider-Verse. And once it drops, that's when the portal will close. My favorite thing about it, if y'all haven't seen it, even if you don't like Spider-Man that much or animated movies, I just bet you will love these movies if you care at all about like the multi-dimensional interconnectivity and the very nature of like reality, you know? And our potential to travel through it all. My favorite thing about those movies, and why I'm also so sure it's a big part of the portal, is that right now a heavy part of both Spider-Man stories, Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Miles Morales, heavily involve hopping dimensions and worlds and all that. In Miles' reality, there is a citadel, a city where Spider-Man from any reality that you can imagine can all meet up in one spot. Kind of like how any Rick and Morty can meet up at the citadel there. Something about the very existence of the Spider-Man citadel is allowing for multi-dimensional interconnectivity, I feel like. Like the 2D characters are opening up real portals. That's what I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, yo. Oh, snap. That's how I feel.
Long before it becomes visible in the physical world. Here is the statistics that changed everything for me. Only 9% of incarnation.
Hold on, let me look at these comments. That's how you feel with anime. Yes, I feel that. I feel that, yo. Anime, we're watching something specific happen too. There's all of the animes are pushing each other to evolve. Do you get what I mean by that? How Goku pushes Luffy, pushes Tanjiro, like how the people responsible for those shows are driven to match energy or the you know that's pretty deep too, yo. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I feel that. The never-ending story, which is a heavy part of, or is an important part of Stranger Things season 3, funny enough. Yup. Everything connects, I feel like. All the stories can connect. And whatever that singularity point is, there's yup. Hello. Whew, we getting deep now. The point where all stories meet. The point where all stories meet up. Like where all stories connect. Whew. A never-ending story. In your face. Who's starting their Dragon Ball journey? You just now starting Dragon Ball? Like, are you starting at Dragon Ball? Hey, what's up, China? Hey. I'm gonna watch Never Ending Story. Yep. This is my sign. I just got, that's 2 signs right there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch it. That was one of my favorite movies as a kid, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid. And I bet there's a reason for that. Again, life be a script for real. I bet it's so that I could watch it now and whatever I stored in that movie as a kid will spark right back up. Like it'll spark back up. I'm gonna watch it. What else have I been wanting to rewatch? The Page Master. I hardly remember it at all, but I feel it in like my soul to go watch it. The Page Master. It was an animated film, I think from that same era. The Page Master. I've been wanting to watch that. There's these books I bet y'all would love. They're called The Midnighters. Oh my God. And that ties in again to the same plot that of this portal opening up. Multidimensional interconnectivity. It's about a bunch of friends who, because they were all born at exactly midnight, experience at midnight every day an extra hour of reality where everybody else is frozen at whatever they were doing at midnight, but where these guys experience an extra hour and everything is all blue and there's monsters there that they have to fight and they all have powers that are heightened, especially when they're in that space. Something told me to share that with y'all that y'all might love that, but yeah, man. The Page Master. I'm gonna watch that. And I'm gonna watch Never Ending Story too. Never Ending Story. What was it about, y'all? What was it about? Is this something like there was a parallel between a kid who was reading a book and the main character in the book, only to find out that they're literally the same or something like that? I don't really remember. I just know it was one of my favorites as a kid. But I'm probably supposed to watch it again right now, yo. It's going to spark something. Some stories were before their time, yo. Like time. Some stories are before their time. Especially like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was saying it the other day. There's a reason that they're doing a new season of it now, yo. Like there's a reason it's now. It's because it was always before its time. Yeah, but a lot of the movies are always telling us. Sometimes we'd be so confused about everything. Where do we come from? What's going on? Oh no. But if you realize how dimensions work, second dimension, length times width, third dimension, length times width times height, and fourth dimension, hard to put into words because we're not there. That's who made us. You feel me? Type vibes. Once you realize that, then yes, there are some things that are hard to perceive about the nature of the 3D from within it. But if you can look at the second dimension, the good thing is because we created those characters, those stories with our literal hands, we know exactly how they came into existence. So no matter what Harry Potter believes about the creator, is the creator real? Does the creator exist? We all know for a fact that J.K. Rowling is the creator of his world. You know, it just is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm wondering if the never-ending story is about, like, I'm trying to remember if there was a kid that was in a normal world and then a kid that was in another world or something like that. And it seemed like a story, but maybe there was a parallel or an overlap, or maybe they ended up meeting or something like that. I don't know. Hey, what's up, my friend? Volky, that's your name? What do you think of your dreams coming true? It happens sometimes. I'll be very honest. I think it depends on the person, how often, the frequency, how potent. I have some friends that when they dream, it's that kind of stuff. It's like always predicting something or something like that, you know? Where most of my dreams, though very lucid, are always more like adventures. Like, I don't know if you guys heard of Mall World. The whole idea of that. Let me know if you haven't. I'll explain a little bit. But assuming that you've heard of it, I'm one of those Mall World people where I visit the same map every night. The same map, the same big dream map, this big video game dream map that I've been visiting my whole life since I was a kid. But I keep going there to have new adventures. And different parts of the map seem to represent different parts of my psyche or different parts of my memory or emotions, you know, different things. So most of my adventures are not the kind of things that would be predicting anything. It's usually me training or using my powers or adventuring in some kind of way where I could wake up and feel like I still learned something or something. I never really thought about it, but that's how it be. But I've had dreams that were literally straight up visions. I had a crush on somebody while I was at college, and I had a dream that I was going to, I had a dream that I was getting on the bus at my college to go to the other campus in the middle of the night, and that while I was on the bus, he got on the bus. And then that next day, it happened. The next day, it happened. And it was trippy because while I was sitting on the bus, I remember getting this feeling like, oh, that's right. I dreamt I was on the bus last night. And then I looked at the doorway and he walked on and I'm like, oh, shit. He didn't sit exactly where he did in my dream, but it happened the next day. Another one, it was kind of quirky because it was like those dreams where I just visit my map, but something prophetic happened. So I was at this big white theater that I've never been to actually before. Very, very fancy theater with pretty columns and stuff like that. And there was a show that was about to start. And, interesting. And before it started, I was sitting in the lobby and the lobby was packed with people. And there were two people there, my friend Alana and my friend Ayana. My friend Alana was shuffling a tarot deck and like doing cool tricks with it and stuff like that. And my friend Ayana held up one card, and I forget what it is now, but I remembered at the time, held up just one card up in my face, like for me to see, like I was supposed to remember. So I woke up from that dream and hit them both up. I think my dream was telling me to reach out to y'all. Alana does tarot, and it turned, and I ended up, so my friend Ayana, that was the most interesting part. The one that held the card up right to my face. She said, when I hit her up and said, I had this dream about you and you held a tarot card in my face and it just gave me a feeling that I should do a reading for you. And she said, this is so funny and kind of crazy because I called for you. She said, I didn't know it would be you, but I called to the universe for somebody like you, but I didn't know it would be one of my closest friends, you know? And that was the first reading I ever did for her after that dream. And then I think my trippiest straight up came true dream. My friend Ian, because we were so close, even though he had his own dorm, he would spend every night at my dorm. We just were tight like that. So I had a dream of his hand and a black background, and there were sparks coming out of his hand, and that was all the dream was. That's all it was. The next day, we were trying to spark up so we could smoke some weed, but the lighter was running low. So he went to the stove to try to fix it. And I'm looking at him try to fix it, and everything is dark. It's like real dark in the house. And all I can see is his hand trying to spark the lighter and these sparkles flying out of it. I'm like, Ian, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Now, what the fuck is that? I had this dream last night. And obviously, again, that time it wasn't so literal. Like in the dream, it was literally coming out his fingers, but it was, you feel me? Trippy. Watch The Dark Knight, Batman. Please notice Morgan Freeman stays away from the BS. The Joker is the good guy, never kills innocent people. Interesting. I know Mall World. I have only been there twice before I knew it was a place others actually knew about. First of all, hey, Michaela. Second of all, yes, I think that, I think Mall World is about to get much more active. Have you guys ever heard of The Hill? I think it's very similar to The Hill, and that it's about to become much more active. If you haven't heard of The Hill, non-verbal autistic people and also sometimes very, very psychic people have a place that they visit called The Hill in order to connect with other non-verbal / psychic people. It's a vibe. I feel like a lot of psychic people are starting to share psychic secrets that have been hidden away for a long time. Sometimes just through a touch, passing each other in the street, a little touch of it, and then they both get it all like, oh, shit, I see. Please touch on the Hill subject. Yeah, so if you go on YouTube and look up the telepathy tapes, which is mostly about nonverbal autistic kids who prove in this documentary to have a telepathic connection with their moms to where they can guess. Like they know what number they're thinking of and what color and stuff like that. Like they're on it, these kids. Some of them are grown, they're not kids, but the idea is that a lot of those nonverbal autistic kids have a place that they meet called The Hill in order to connect and socialize telepathically. And I feel that if you are in tune with what people call your third eye, if you, let's just say it like this, I feel that if you trust your imagination, which is what if you trust your intuition, let's say, even more clear, which is the essence of what being psychic is. If you are able to thoroughly trust your intuition, you can find your way to The Hill, even if you are not a nonverbal autistic kid. But as you can imagine, if you have any autistic friends, they wouldn't want everybody there. And not because they're not friendly or open, but because of how people be. But the good thing is, not everybody would even care to find their way there anyway, let alone to try. But if you care to find your way to The Hill, all you really need is your intuition. Straight like that. Faith in it. Faith in your intuition. That's where the telepathy comes from. You used to hear people's thoughts. What happened? Why'd you stop? I am a seer and they're planning something big for 6/6/26. We need to prepare. I'm not worried. And I also don't give anybody too much credit. Big things are happening, you know, big changes are coming, but I wouldn't give all the credit to that to your government or to the government, you know. A lot of that change is you, my friend. Discovering your power, your abilities, your influence, your natural divine significance. You feel me? Yeah, reality's shifting and connecting. But yeah, we ready. I think we finally we're at a point where we're ready for whatever the government's trying to do. We still kind of sitting back a little bit, but we're locked in too, I feel like. I'm tripping out that this is the second time I'm hearing about Mall World today. That's a sign, my friend. Have you been there? Or do you, remember Mall World is a term too. I think the idea is that if you're a very lucid dreamer, that you experience some form of like a map, one big familiar map that you keep visiting for new adventures. And that different parts of it represent different things, you know, is the vibe. But that we all, us lucid dreamers, can connect to each other through our malls. There is one big mall called Mall World, sort of that works the same way as that Spider-Man Citadel or that Rick and Morty place where all the Rick and Mortys can meet up together or something like that. It's a singularity point, or what's it called? The Gap Junction in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, where all realities meet at once. And where you can jump into any of them from the singularity point called the Gap Junction. It's that same idea, the idea that Mall World is the Gap Junction. So because all of our dream maps have a mall on it, that we can all connect to each other's dream maps through the mall, you know? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I guess that would make Mall World kind of like that. That wormhole, kind of. Connecting two dimensions or multiple dimensions. Portal. Portal's better than wormhole. I don't like wormhole as much as portal. I feel like it's more solid. You feel me? You just started remembering your dreaming. Oh, I see. Hello. I'm glad then. Enjoy. Yo, that's funny. I'll be going in the flow state, bro. I appreciate that, my friend. What's your name? Volky. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I like Portal. Don't forget I got these cards here too. I'm gonna flip them. Not yet though. I'm gonna wait till I'm done smoking. Yeah. Multi-dimensional interconnectivity. One of the major reasons why I was sure that portal was opening and that Spider-Man and Stranger Things were playing a big part in why it was happening and how it was happening was there's this quirky thing that keeps happening. And I think we take it too lightly. Everyone in America, at least, who has played Spider-Man in a major motion film ended up dating their co-star. Tobey Maguire ended up dating the girl that was playing Mary Jane in his movies. Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone also started dating while making the movies. Tom Holland and Zendaya getting married last time I checked. There's something to that. This is the universe trying to show us that these people, you feel me? That things are more connected than we realize. Maybe it doesn't happen every time, but sometimes when you play a character, you are that character, bro. Like you are the three-dimensional version of them in a way, bro. There's a reason why Heath Ledger actually literally died playing that role, bro. It's because it's real. And I bet the people in Hollywood know it. I love that they finally came out with, it was the Harry Potter 20th anniversary on HBO. And you got to hear all the actors talk about what the experience was like and all that. And they talk about the audition process and what it was like. And you get to see why Harry, Ron, and Hermione were cast. Because, bro, they were them. People on the cast all said that Emma Watson was the smartest person on set, even more than the adults. Emma said that she knew she was going to play Hermione when she first read the book, way before they even thought about making the movies as a kid. Her family would read it together and she knew she was going to play her. They literally auditioned thousands of kids for Harry, and J.K. Rowling's exact words were, we couldn't find him. Not we couldn't find the actor. We can't find Harry. Until lucky enough, they were suggested Daniel Rowling because of another movie he did. Daniel Radcliffe, sorry. And for him to come in and they'd be like, oh shit, there you go. That's him. Like, it's him. When you feel me casting, like it's, there's something to it, bro. There's something to that, yo. I think we live in a dimension where you can channel any character or something like that. It's something like that where you can channel any character, or maybe where you already are the three-dimensional version of some other two-dimensional or fourth-dimensional being, and that you're connected by like a tree of consciousness or something like that, or a web string theory, you know, feel me? It's all that ties in, you feel me? It all ties in, bro. The puzzle pieces are coming together, I feel like. What y'all think? That's my favorite thing about the Spider-Man universe, is because it made it, now that that all the Spider-Man that ever existed and could exist can exist. Anybody in our world that wants to be, there's people here who are Spider-Man, bro, that know it in their hearts. And I think that once Miles is Miles, something will click. I never told nobody that, but it feels important to say it now, bro, today. Like, so anybody can be Spider-Man. In general, anyway, the beautiful thing about Spider-Man is that he's a choice. Peter made his costume, made his web slingers in most cases, and decided to fight, you know? Same with Miles. I think the idea is that anybody who wants to be Spider-Man now for real and puts in the work to be Spider-Man can be. And that is a portal. Also, what I noticed in the, I don't know if I should say it. Maybe I won't say it. It's fine. We'll save some of the prophecy, I guess. We'll save some of it. We'll see how it plays out. Oh, it's power. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Anything can be powerful, right? Hello. I told myself, if somebody says say it, I'm going to say it. All right, okay. Okay. So, in Across the Spider-Verse, the most recent Miles Morales movie we've got, it's the main plot point of the story is that there are what they call canon events. So there are specific events that, because reality is a script, which we know for a fact is true for the second dimension, right? We wrote those scripts. So because reality is a script, there are canon events that every Spider-Man must go through in order for them to be Spider-Man. Like there are things that someone who is that character will go through. That's why too, if you have any friends that really feel like they are Spider-Man, and there's a lot of them in the world for real, and they might not be brave enough to say it because people will call them stuff because we're still a little bit worried about what bullies say. But once we don't give a fuck, we really not gonna give a fuck. And if you get to know them, you'll realize why they are Spider-Man. They're the same kind of loner empath people, bro. But okay, so we'll keep it focused. So in Across the Spider-Verse, they have canon events that all Spider-Men go through. And the idea is that if you change in this reality, I don't think we have to worry about it, but in their reality, if you change too many of those canon events, or prevent them or anything like that, it seems as if reality could crumble. If Spider-Man's story doesn't go how it's supposed to, or something is changed that is supposed to go a certain way, that Spider-Man's whole reality could crumble. Which it's real easy for somebody to watch that and make that about. I think people kind of miss the idea of that, like how deep and complex that is. That suggests a deep connection between Spider-Man himself and reality in general. Because there's no reason why any one reality should crumble because any one person is taken out of it. But then you get into the idea of an anchor being that they also presented in Marvel recently with the Deadpool and Wolverine crossover, which I also feel was important, especially because I think that Robert Downey Jr. is literally the anchor being of Marvel. Iron Man was, so that's why Marvel kind of started to crumble when his character was killed off, and also why they're bringing the actor back again to play Doctor Doom, because he's the anchor being and he does something for hey bro, I'm getting deep with y'all. This stuff I really don't say out loud and ever. I just kind of be putting pieces together in my head sometimes. So the point is, there is no reason why a world should crumble just because a Spider-Man story, one character story didn't go right, unless that idea of an anchor being holds weight. And so I feel that perhaps every reality is connected to every other reality by that reality's Spider-Man. And what makes Miles the anomaly, and why they kept calling him the anomaly, he doesn't fit, he's different, and they're all like kind of chasing him down to other Spider-Men because they don't understand him, why he's so different and why he breaks so far from the formula, the norm. I think it's because there's this instability in his character because he's about to be literally jumped from the second dimension to the third once a real live action Miles is casted, that the collective really accepts on a 3D level. So once that happens, that actor, that 3D person who is as flesh and blood as you and me, will be Miles, bro. And so something will click or change. I never told nobody that. Yup. That's my prophecy. That's my vision. Hey, listen. It's just a vision. Who knows? Yup. Yup. So it might be Caleb, but I also got a friend that I've always been sure was literally real Miles, and that once he's sure of it, that it would lock in. But I mean, I don't know. Who knows? I think that there's we're all still finding ourselves in a way. But once Miles finds himself, there's going to be a click. there's going to be a shift. Like there's going to be the very nature of how we're able to interact across dimensions will change. Yo, I appreciate that, Tony. I appreciate that. I think it all ties in. You feel me? I think it ties in. Miles is a real character. It's so easy to just see those stories as fake or fiction because we make them. But no, as far as those characters are concerned, they are as real as you or I. Just like if you or I found out that this was a video game today and that it was created by someone specific, that wouldn't make it any less important or precious or real to us, you know? And I think that's the point. I think it's what's going to allow for that interconnectivity. I know this was a great talk because this blunt lasted the whole session. Yep. Yeah. It's happening. So the portal is open. It's open. And we're about to meet Miles. It's about to happen in some form. It's coming. But before that happens, we'll probably get Tom Holland's fourth and I believe final Spider-Man movie. I think we're going to get that first. And it'll tie some stuff up. If Miles is not introduced in that movie, which would be epic. That would be epic. Whoo, that would be epic. My friend, I'm chilling. If you're asking to like call in on, I'm chilling right now. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna just chill and do my own thing. I'm gonna just chill and talk for now, solo, but I appreciate you. My thoughts on Christianity. I respect and learn from all religions, including Christianity. I'll say that. I think for some people it is a beautiful, beautiful tool toward peace. For them, for those people. I think that some people use it to be very mean. Straight like that. I love Jesus though. And God, shout out to God. I know you can hear me. Shout out. Straight like that. I appreciate you too. Please tell me your name again, my friend. Let my puts drop. What's your name, yo? No, it's okay, my friend. No. It's all good. It's all love. I'm honored. I'm honored. Like I'm not upset by it. Yep. Roddy. Nice to meet you, Roddy. All right, these cards that flipped out earlier from the Stranger Things deck, I'm gonna just read them and give just a general reading. Will be a general reading for the collective to see what's up with the world right now, like what's going on with us right now. That's what those cards are representing. No time. Oh. Okay. Oh, sorry, hold up. Okay, hold up. I gotta get down. All right. Okay. Yo, Roddy, thank you, yo. Thank you for that compliment. See how many cards flipped out. So if you're just tuning in, this is a collective reading for all of us. You know what? Not multidimensionally, for anyone in any dimension that might care at all about this reading. This is for all of us. To see what's up with us, what's going on with us. Not just what is to come, but what's up right now. More than anything. Okay. I want to thank my planetary guides, my family, which includes you, and anyone and everyone that there ever was, is, or ever will be. I want to give love to the animals as well, who are just as much family and who always have a message to share, always have something to learn and to teach, which I try to follow that example as much as I can. Collective reading. Okay. Card number 1. The moon. We may learn there. Oh, snap. This is about to be a reading. Oh, my God, bro. Many, many secrets are bubbling to the surface. We will learn that there are the moon, bro. We will learn that oh, snap. Snap. So I think that we will learn that everyone is here. That some of the most famous, maybe powerful, maybe some of the most obscure that we've never heard of, but were super influential figures in history. Some of them you may learn were your own best friends that just didn't know it. Oh, snap, yo. It's really hard to even put into words, which I think is the point. It always has been. But as we raise our frequency, as we brighten our vibration, willing to understand, to learn, as we become sponges for truth rather than settling for whatever we're spoon-fed, our ability to articulate what was once hard to even see, let alone explain, improves. I think we will learn that, like, some of the figures that are carved on ancient Egyptian walls are also some of our friends and aunts and uncles, and damn, but that we all forgot, almost like it's an anthology series where it's all one big cast, the same group of stars, but we keep reincarnating in a different era. Damn. And that all characters are inspired by us. Damn. And that maybe there are people in power, money and gun power and political power that are very, very aware of how easily we could find out, and that is why maybe there are so many of those Percy Jackson lotus flowers to distract us on a regular basis. If you've never seen Percy Jackson, They have a mission. They have a mission, Percy and his two friends. But they end up at this casino that is so distracting because it is so pleasurable that they forget their mission. And it's also mostly because they're constantly being fed these little lotus flowers that they don't realize that while they are tasty, they are literally keeping them asleep. So once they regain control of their dopamine, they break free and go back to the mission. I feel like there are people in power, fake power, that know how easy it would be for us to wake up. And so we are constantly promoted what is most likely to keep us asleep. Damn. But that those secrets are being fully brought to the surface, like bubbling up, like passionately as people are hungry for truth. Oh, snap. Two of strands. Is that two of wands? What is strands in the Stranger Things deck? Hold up. As I look for this page to see what it is, just to make sure. In case you're not familiar with tarot, just like the traditional playing cards deck, it's based on the 4 elements. The suit of pentacles is the same as the suit of diamonds, which represents the earth element, material matters, substance. The suit of clubs represents wands in the tarot deck, which is the fire element, our passions, dreams, inspirations, what we're driven toward. The suit of hearts correlates to the suit of cups in the tarot deck, which is the water element, emotions and feelings. And then spades correlates to swords, which is air element, communication, our words. I want to see if this is two of wands. Let's see. Fire, yeah, wands. Oh, two of wands. Which in most tarot decks is just the image of a woman smiling with the world in her hand and the wand in another because she has reclaimed her power. Whoa, what? Whoa, bro. I think that we spent a lot of time calling God a man. And while God is a man too, I think we're going to end up giving a lot of respect soon to the part of God that is a mom, and realizing that God, the creator, is not a single parent. And maybe because for the first time ever, everyone can see each other so clearly, and it'll just be obvious when we see her that there it is. That's mommy, fairy god, mommy god. Okay. Deep. Ace of strands, Ace of wands. A message comes, maybe through a fire sign. Maybe this reading is turning some tables already. Maybe there's some people in chat too that would be surprised at who they've been. Or maybe you've always known, but you've been scared to fully embrace it. And maybe it's not about telling people. Maybe you don't care to get notoriety for it or to get any attention for who you realize you were before or something like that, or who you also are or something. But to embrace it for yourself, what it does for your character. How it supports your character in your movie right now. The Magician. I think what has been a lot of fake ass magic, fake toxic human, not even real magic, are rooted in deception and illusions and tricks and manipulation. I think is going to be rapidly replaced in the zeitgeist even by real magical awareness, understanding of what our bioelectric fields are truly capable of. There are books that people haven't read or cared to read in a long time that are going to become very, very, even more special now. Wow, man, a lot is about to change very fast, it feels like. Especially for the kids. This is Erica, but the fact that she's holding a spoon ties right into what I was about to... This is a particularly powerful... It's not even just about power. I think it's about freedom. I don't think there's ever been a group of kids, at least in America, that have ever felt so liberated. Or been so liberated. Like there is a level of freedom, especially for the black boys and girls in America. Not to single anybody out. I just want to keep it real with what I'm sensing. This may be the most free that a lot of black kids have felt in generations, and which makes it the perfect time for a turning point. For maybe there was a point long ago, how it resonates, where people whoa, man. Maybe there was a point long ago where black people in America had powers, but those powers maybe weren't geared toward war. Even though we knew how to fight and we were familiar with battle and fighting and stuff like that, even then, which sucks that war goes back that far. But magic then maybe was used in different ways. So when it came to time to defend ourselves from being enslaved, we didn't have our magic to do it right, or it wasn't developed in the way right, or whatever. But now, especially since we have had the most recent generations of black kids thoroughly raised on anime, that this is like a very raw time for this particular group of kids to like change the world, bro. The black kids in America, by discovering their powers. Damn. Wheel of Fortune. Why is it a waffle? Why is it a waffle? Why is the Wheel of Fortune a waffle? It's all the kids from Stranger Things on it. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm thinking the first thing that comes to mind is when 11 broke into a convenience store because she was starving and used her powers to take some waffles. Bro, there might be kids. Hey, bro, take this how it resonates. I don't know what y'all... Hey, I'm just the messenger, man. I'm just going... There might be kids somewhere who are secretly, maybe even from their parents and the government and social media, secretly coming together to do certain things to help turn the tables in the favor of peace. Damn. Well, that's the reading. Hello. That's the reading right there. Oh, snap. Ooh. Something that this lady said in the video we were watching earlier. I just want to share it with y'all. I don't think you, I think that the people who will care, and who it'll resonate for will resonate. So I'm going to say it now because it feels like I should. And maybe that means it'll resonate for everybody, but it don't have to. One thing she said that stuck out was that as we begin to realize that consciousness is multidimensionally interconnected in ways that are still kind of tough to put into words for me, at least, that our dreams will heighten and we'll start to be trained in our dreams. She said certain people star seeds or whatever, you know, which is a vibe. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I think anybody could tap into their power, right? That much I do know. Anybody could tap into their power. So that our dream space will kind of become a training ground, and that there are galactic federation people, which again might really just be us awake for the first time, that will start to train us in our dreams and stuff like that, or be trained by us and vice versa. We all got something to learn and teach, right? And that our dream space will become like a training ground, and we might start to see like a specific like round room, a completely round room with round walls where we test our powers with people and practice and stuff. And that, so I'm about to like lock in on that and just start I'm going to decide to go to that room and train. I appreciate you too, Roddy. Thank you, fam. Gratitude, Creole Fire. What's your name? Gratitude, my friend, to you as well. Ooh, okay. My mom is going to be going to sleep soon if she's not already, and I'll be loud. I'm kind of naturally loud. It's the Leo in me. So I'm going to wrap it up here, but what's up, fam? The Well Travel Company? Who is that? The Well Travel Company. What's good? Tesha, what's up? Tisha or Tesha? Naida, what's up? What's up? I think I might post that reading. I don't know. I'm definitely going to post the part where the updated prophecy. I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna post it up. Trisha, what's up, Trisha? How you doing, friend? Tisha, nice to meet you. That was deep. Let's see how it goes. 11-11 right there. Perfect vibes. Twin flame. Show some love to your twin flame. All right. Have a great day on purpose. I'm going to wrap it up so my mom can go to sleep. I'll talk to y'all soon. Let's see how the world changes, evolves. Oh, snap. Mwah. Peace. We got class tomorrow. If you're ready to learn how to use your powers and you're ready to pay for training, yes, my training costs money, of course. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but I still do a lot. So if you're ready to sign up for training and pay for some classes, we locking in. A lot of people have been signing up lately. We locking in. It's just time. You can feel it. Hit me up. We got a group class tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. Have a great day on purpose, y'all. I love y'all. Good night, my friend. Good night, y'all. Peace, peace.
And hold your head up to the sky, your head up to the sky. The stars are just an extension of us. Stardust that lines our souls. You need love, place yourself in heaven's arms and hold love and hold love and